Hi, Julie back for another Sunday Snippet. This week we're going to have a little look at the sky replacement in Photoshop 2021. I know a lot of people have already covered it off, but I thought I may as well have my 2 cents worth too. So it's quick and easy, and it is adjustable, and you can play around with it and do all sorts of things. So this is just a photo that I took at Kangaroo Island last year, and we just had sunrise, and this was a little bit later than that. But there was no sky, so it's kind of pretty boring, and it needed a little bit more oomph into the background. So what I have done, you just go to Edit, Sky Replacement, and you can select from various skies. You can also add in your own sky, so don't forget that. If you want to add in your own, you can. It's just a matter of coming down here and selecting New, and you can add in another sky if you wish to. This one's probably a little bit too fake, but anyway, that's okay. This is more of an art sky than a real sky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and I'm going to select, I quite like this one because the light's sort of heading in the right direction. Now with your move tool, you can of course move that around. You can brush it out. So if you find that for whatever reason it didn't quite hit where you wanted it to, oh, I need to move that back over there. You could, and using your brush bigger or smaller with the bracket keys, you can come along and paint in or out where you don't want it. And the zoom in tool allows you to zoom in or zoom out as well. So all the normal tools that you already have. The hand of course allows you to move the entire image together. So we can then start looking at a few other bits and pieces. So we can shift the edge. You can move it up or down if you wish to. So you would probably in this case want to move it up a little bit. You can fade the edge, so you can have the edge where it has more of a fade from your horizon point up. You can also change the brightness and the temperature. I might warm that up a little bit more because this is really quite warm through here. And of course then you've got the scale. So you can scale it up or scale it down so that it doesn't look like it's necessarily a stock image. You can flip it around if you wish to. And you can change the blend mode. Now, multiply probably works better in this scenario because this is for the foreground objects. It is affecting this here. If you switch that back over to multiply, it does tend to pop this back in a little bit of shadow again. You can of course play with your lighting adjustment, and you can make it darker or lighter, and you can play with the adjustment, color adjustment in the foreground. If you wish to, you can yeah, so you've got both of those that you can play with. Now when you do want to output that back into Photoshop, you can either do it as a duplicate layer, so this puts all of this on another layer and it's embedded with your photo. So that is a destructive thing, you can't go back and re-edit it. But if you tell it to do it as new layers, it will add it into your layer stack as a group. So here's your group here. and it has got all the different, the sky brightness, texture, the actual sky, the foreground color, etc. So it puts it all in a group. So if I turn that off, I can turn that back on again. Now if you decide you don't like that, you wanted to have more of a blue sky, you could just go back in. You could have made that a smart object, or I can just come back in and I can pick a different sky to put in there. And again, you can go along and do all of the same selections. Now I've actually got some boat masks. It looks like that was shot on the water. So what I should have done, let's try that again. Sky replacement. Instead of just hitting OK, what I'm going to do is I'm going to scale that up a little bit so that those masks are not brightness is a bit too much. Okay, so now I haven't got those masks in there. So that's just using the sky replacement in the new Photoshop 2021. Thanks for watching, and I will see you back next week. Bye for now.